Hey guys, so I'm filming this at 1 a.m. because I have zero time management skills, and I know that you guys are probably here for the tea, on James Charles and Jeffree Star and all the allegations. But before you get the tea, maybe you want to, I don't know, learn how to do things. Because this video is actually sponsored by Skillshare. Basically, if you haven't been here for long enough, Skillshare is basically like an online community where you can watch videos and tutorials on how to do different things like, I don't know, editing videos, drawing, calligraphy, cooking. Anything you need to learn is probably on there. A premium membership basically gives you unlimited access to all of the content, lets you, reply, join the communities, talk to people, share your projects. I just got a new editing software, not using it right now because I'm trying to learn how to use it. Keyword here being trying. And I'm actually using Skillshare to learn how to do that. So that's kind of fun. So Skillshare is giving away 2 free months of a premium membership to the first 500 people that click on the link in description down below. And after that, an annual membership is just $10 a month. So yeah. Thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring the video, and now let's get into the actual tea. This video is going to be a little more serious. I know recently, just making fun of James Charles losing 2 million subscribers because I think, one, it's kind of warranted. You're a predator, you're going to lose subscribers. Allegedly, throwing that out there. I don't want to get fucking sued. I've realized that with him losing, almost 3 million subscribers, going from 16.5 million to now 13 point something. There's unsubscribing, there's not being a fan of someone anymore, and then there's putting out their false allegations, knowing you're going to get attention for it and knowing it can ruin someone's life further than just losing 3 million subs. Let's keep it to just unsubscribing, unfollowing, spreading actual real stories and not spreading false allegations, because one, that is very illegal. You know who you are. If you're watching these videos, you know who you are because you got a solid 30,000 likes from that. I'm not going to bring attention to the person that posted the pretty much they posted a story of James Charles in high school basically doing something without someone's consent. Not going to get into the details because one, I think that just brings more attention to the story, which is false, but that happened. Then they posted as proof, because you'd be like, oh, if you're going to make such allegations, you're going to have to back it up with some proof. The proof was basically a picture of a yearbook, and it's like those things you can just Google. Those things are on Google Images. When you have 16.5 million subscribers or, 13 point something at this point, but you know what I mean. When you're at that point, obviously your yearbook photos are going to be available just to everyone. So that isn't exactly proof, at least not in my book. And then they posted probably the most fake looking DMs I have ever seen. One from Twitter and one allegedly from Instagram. The fonts off, just the whole thing does not look real in any way, shape or form. And I just think it's disgusting. It's actually disgusting to create false drama. I think it's disgusting, and as a human being you should be ashamed of yourself, embarrassed. You disgust me, you make me sick, and that is that on that. I'm not going to get any further into that person because the attention is clearly just what they wanted and you got your 5 seconds of fame. I think any objective human being can see that yes, James Charles fucked up, and yes, he's a pretty human being for what he did, but at the same time he doesn't deserve to have false allegations made against him. I think as just a reasonable human being, you can understand that, and you can agree with me when I say that whoever made those fake allegations is scum. Let's say that together. You're scum. James Charles has his sister apparel shop, which is now discontinued. No one really knows, but when you go on Sisters Apparel, it says will be opening soon. Site is currently under construction. People are wondering if brands are stopping their work or collaboration with James Charles. Allegedly, you can't use James's code on Morphe anymore, and his products are on sale, maybe because they want them to sell out and then they won't restock them because they're stopping their work with James Charles, which would definitely make a dent in his income because I think Morphe was, if not still is one of James Charles's biggest money makers. So not only did he lose 3 million subs, almost, he's also might be losing his sister's apparel and might be losing his Morphe collaboration. There were allegations made by celebrities as well, which doesn't exactly make it more trustworthy. People almost see it as more trustworthy because someone with, you know, X amount of followers and they're usually verified, so that automatically means that it's correct. I don't know, until I see screenshots, I'm just not a big fan of believing things that people just say without any kind of proof around it. I guess we all believe Tati because she's obviously James Charles's friend, and if anyone would know anything about his behaviour, it would be her, right? But I know Zara Larsson basically came out and said that James Charles has been DMing her boyfriend, knowing that he's straight. I don't think her boyfriend being straight is the problem that I'm having with it, but because Zara and his relationship is very public, so James stoops so low that not only does he go for straight men, he also goes for taken men. And at that point, you're double scum. Then Olivia O'Brien, another singer, said that the same thing happened to her, which, once again, James Charles going for straight men who are also taken. Double scum. Love that. And after all of that happened, Ian, who is basically James Charles's younger brother, tweeted out saying, "Why does everyone act so tough over the internet?" And Jeffree Star quote tweeted that and said, "Why is your brother a predator? Why'd you really move back to New York City? Exactly, shut the fuck up." And then deleted it literally like 2 minutes later, but people obviously already caught it. That's the thing about being an influencer. I feel like sometimes people don't realize how famous they are. If you're James Charles or Jeffree Star, you can tweet something out for literally 2.5 seconds and people will have screenshots of it ready to use against you. If you're at that point, please double and or triple check all of your tweets before you post that you're gonna have to delete. Then Jeffree Star, after deleting that, said, "There is a reason that Nathan banned James Charles from ever coming over to our home again. There's a reason why I haven't seen him since Glam Life Guru's birthday in February. He is a danger to society. Everything Tati said is 100% true." Now, people applauded, obviously, the truth being told, but then people started digging, and he said here that he hasn't seen James since February. But then, on the 21st of April, Jeffree Star replied to James saying, "Miss you so much, I'm waiting for your return," which would mean that they were still on good terms in April, but allegedly James was banned from their house in February, which kind of doesn't make sense unless Jeffree was just putting on a civil front in public to not cause drama. But then again, Jeffree is like known for drama, so I don't know why. I don't know, the whole thing just kind of doesn't make sense. You know, if in February James Charles was being predatory and Nathan said, "Hey, I don't want him at my house," that would usually mean that you kind of disassociate yourself from the person. But then in April, Jeffree is waiting for his return. I don't know, maybe they were just pretending to be civil, and that wouldn't necessarily be a problem if people didn't start digging into Jeffree Star's past. Now, Jeffree Star's past is something that's been talked about a lot on the internet. There was a Shane Dawson series about it. He's had a pretty controversial past with racial slurs and just being not the nicest. He hasn't been this way, at least publicly, in a really long time. So people have, as a whole, more or less, forgiven him. There are still people that haven't forgiven him, and that's perfectly fine, to each their own. But it seems like the majority opinion here is that Jeffree Star has changed and everyone's giving him another chance, basically. So for these tweets to resurface now, after he's called James Charles a predator, after they've banned James Charles from their house, it kind of sheds a different light on the situation. I'm gonna get into it. So Jeffree Star has tweeted things like, "Who else wonders how big Justin Bieber's is?" And that was tweeted in 2010 when Justin Bieber was around 14 years old and Jeffree Star was 25, which isn't a good look, but let's keep on going. Jeffree Star said, "I wonder who could get more straight boys, me or Jeffree Star?" Yeah, definitely Jeffree. He retweeted that from someone else. Then Jeffree says, "I like straight men, not gay boys, baby. Don't be a jerk. I wonder who's down to tonight. Straight boys, where you at? I've had so many straight boys naked that I think I deserve a Lifetime Achievement Award," which just doesn't look good. I'm sorry, I love Jeffree as a character. I was gonna say person. I think no YouTuber is the way they are in real life. There's always things that you tweak and change and exaggerate. So Jeffree Star is a personality, it's a character. I like the character, I like the drama, the sass. I don't want to really express my opinion too much. I think sometimes you can get caught up in, oh, what do I think about this? But at the end of the day, these tweets are bad. Like, we can objectively, whether you like Jeffree Star or not, you can objectively say that these tweets look bad, mainly when you consider the age differences and the whole him being mad at James for going for straight men and then doing the exact same thing. Then people are saying, is there a difference because James Charles is doing this now and Jeffree did this almost 10 years ago? Does that make a difference? I don't know. I'm asking you guys, does that make a difference? Does it make a difference that this was in 2010 when Jeffree Star was a whole completely different human being, allegedly? Because he does claim that he's completely different to what he was like in 2010 when he was in his MySpace days. Were those tweets just a call for attention, just like everything else he did? I don't know. People are joking now that Shane Dawson's going to come out with another 10-part series about the predators of YouTube, and I wouldn't be surprised. Kind of, looking forward to it, as long as he doesn't make them look good, because I don't think you can make them look good without making yourself look bad, basically, and I wouldn't want Shane Dawson to look bad. So I think if there is going to be a docu-series, please go in on them. Do I think James Charles is still a bad person? Yes. Do I think he deserves false allegations being made against him? Absolutely not. Do I think Jeffree Star's old tweets are scum? Yes. Do I hope that they were just a call for attention and he was just desperate to get that and to be controversial and be that edgy guy? Yes, I'm hoping that's the case. Do I know? No, because I don't know any of them. I think a lot of the times people think they know these YouTubers personally. You see 15 minutes of their whole week sometimes. There is no way in hell you can know what these people are like behind closed doors, and James Charles is an amazing proof of that. Everyone thought he was so amazing, so cute, and turns out he's not the best human being. Do I know if Jeffree Star is still like this, or if he was ever like this, or if this was just him trying to be edgy? No. But I'm leaving that opinion to you guys. You guys can make up your mind about Jeffree Star and James Charles and the false allegations. I'm just here to compile the info and hand it over to you guys. We'll see where James Charles' channel goes. Big question, who's going to reach 10 million first, Tati or James Charles? That's a very good question. I'm saying Tati's going to get to 10 million before James Charles. And if James Charles does get below 10 million, does he have to give his 10 million plaque back? So many questions, not enough answers. I'm going to end this video here. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, comment down below anything you want to comment down below, and subscribe because I post videos whenever something happens. So turn on post notifications and you'll know when that's happening. Follow me on my socials, there'll be a description down below. Don't forget to use my Skillshare link for 2 free months, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.